Hello guys, Grandma DC here, and I won't be buying goat food today. I'm here at my favorite store, Orscheln's Farm and Home. That's one of my favorite stores. I have a lot of favorite stores. But I'm here to get chicken feed only. So, I think I was telling you in my last vlog a story, but I had cut the top of my head off. I was like, y'all didn't want to just see my eyes and mouth talking. Of course, a lot of you don't want to see it talking at all. But anyway, you're going to hear it. So, the story was, you know, I've been working too many hours, taking care of people, busy, 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 short on help always. And I ended up advertising the goats for a month at $50 a piece. Got nothing, nobody. So I decided to just rehome them. And I put $75, rehome the whole herd, all 4 goats, cheap weed eaters, right? And I put down their ages, you know, mama, 2 does and a buck and a buckling, you know. So I get 2 hits right off the bang. All of a sudden, it's like within 20 minutes of uploading it, I get 2 hits. So one guy says he's interested. One guy says, I want them. So I went with the I want them. And the guy was like, yeah, I'm going to come get them tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, you know, fine. And then I get this, okay, so what's your name? I told him my name, and he was like, my name is Nabil. I didn't make any assumptions. I swore I wasn't going to. So Eli's always telling me, you this and that and the other. So I was like, okay, I'm not making no assumptions. And what he does with the goats after he gets them is his business. So then the guy says, I'm going to get some cages. He says, we're texting. And he says, I'm going to get some cages. And I thought, he must mean, you know, a stock trailer. He's calling it a cage. And then the next morning he gets things, he says, I can't get cages, so I'm going to put them in a tube in my back seat. It's like, a tube in your back seat? So I'm getting the idea this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And so I said, honey, they won't fit in a tube. You can take your back seat out and maybe put them all in the back seat of the car. If it's a big car, I've done that with like a 1970 Pontiac long time ago. And we had the back seat out, and it was open all the way through the trunk, and we put about 3 big goats in there. Drove home with them over our heads going, meh, the whole way. I mean, it's a little hectic, but you can do it. So then he sends me a picture of a Tupperware tub. And he says, will they fit in this? And I'm like, oh, only if they're cut up into chunks. So then I'm like, I can't. I couldn't let him cut my babies up into chunks and put them in a. So I wrote back and I said, you know, they're not pre-butchered. They're really not enough meat on them to eat, and you know, they're more of a pet quality or like a weed eater. You know. Although goats taste good, I put that down, but these just aren't the eating quality of goats. And there's this long pause, and I get back this kind of curt price says, this is what they were for. And he shows me a pristine mowed lawn, and I'm like, they don't eat grass anyway, they only eat weeds. And he said, this is what they were for. I will go to Mexico and get goats at the auction. And I'm like, good for you, go on. You're not going to get them for less than $25 a piece, but you know, when you tell me you're going to put 4 goats, an entire herd, in a Tupperware tub, one has to assume you're eating them. Well, I contacted the other guy, and I was like, hey, you still interested? This deal fell through. And he was lovely, and he was like, yeah. He says, I need them for eating some weeds. And I said, they're perfect weed eaters. This is what they do. And they don't eat enough fast enough, but they're weed eaters. And so he came in the most beautiful red truck with a red cattle truck thing. Bro, look brand new. I saw him, told him the exact how to get to my house. When your wheels hit the gravel, turn right. Don't, you know, less than a mile. I watched him drive right past my house. I waved, and he just kept going. Well, I had to go to work. I had forgotten that I had gotten a call in the morning, and it was like, can you come in early? And so I needed to be here in town at 6:30, which means I need to leave at 5:45 at the latest. And it was getting to be 5:35, 5:40 when I saw him drive by. And so we had caught the baby, Presley. Hazel was sitting in the living room feeding Presley dill pickle potato chips, which he loved. I figured one last treat. And I woke my son up, who was not happy, who groused and at me, and I was like, it is 5:30 in the afternoon, get up. I need you to take care of this. And I said, you can just keep the $75. You're going to get it out of me anyway. And, you know, I get up and help him catch the rest of the goats and put them in this. So I'm driving, I leave, because the guy didn't come back, so I left. He calls me, where are you? I'm at Davis Avenue. He says, so am I. I said, I just pulled out of my drive. And then he said he was in a red. I said, what are you driving? He said, a red. And I said, I watched you drive by. I apologize for having to leave, but I was already running late to work. So anyway, Eli texted me back later, said they caught the goats, put them in that beautiful stock trailer. The guy was the nicest guy on the face of the earth. And for Eli to say that, then the guy must have really been nice. So I know Hazel told him all their names and everything, and I hope they really got a good home. We'll miss them. So bye, Elvis Jr., Presley, and Priscilla, and Starbuck, and Moon. But Grandma just doesn't have enough time to do this. When I retire, I will probably get goats again, and I guarantee you I'm going to pay more than $20 a piece for them. I'll end up paying $200, $300, but that's the way it goes. So it's going to be quiet when I get home today. It's going to be weird. I'm not going to hear the mom, mom. I'm so used to that. But it will be less work, and it looks like I'm getting more work all the time. I'm going to be working the rest of this week through Friday night. Enjoy your vacation, Debbie. Little short, tiny vacation. And that's what's going on, guys. You know, it's sad, but it's real. And the chickens are laying eggs. I still have the chickens. I won't get rid of them. And, oh, some of you said, Pirate, the little gray kitten that Hazel brought in that was stuck in the tree, it has taken up with Eli's cat, Drippy. And so my son is like, he just came in and curled up with Drippy. It's so cute. Like, yeah, he knew who to schmooze. Looks like we've got another cat. Weird, cat's not afraid of the dogs. The dogs don't try to kill it. Normally my dogs chase cats, but Pirate's just like, arr, pirate. And the dogs are like, ooh, don't mess with the pirate. That was a good name for him, Hazel. She did good. All right, I love you all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Keep up with the insanity. And I have a little donation page on my front page down the corner if you want to keep Grandma's videos coming. And if I get time when I get home, we will do a little bit of filming with Pirate and the chickens. And of course, we still have Angus, Betsy, and Scud. So the animals aren't gone. Y'all, bye-bye. About these guys. Say hi. Hello, Starbuck. Hello, Moon Moon. And little smart guy is over there in the jacuzzi looking around for some food or something. Little snarky thing. He, hello, Scud. What are you up to? Are you eating weeds, Scud? Look, the weeds are getting high again, guys. Even these goats can't keep up with my backyard. But chickens are all doing good. Still laying those beautiful eggs.